She giggled. She giggled. She giggled because her world was wonder spun in the fabric of fields where orchids forever bloomed. Her skin held the sun the way lovers hold faith, and she raced every moment towards moments the way other children ran to their mothers because she knew. She knew beauty like the taste of salt on her lips, and she knew the taste of life was this. She knew. For a very long time, the little girl knew. But then she grew, and she grew. And she grew till her eyes turned woman, turned side to side, and all around her was suffering she couldn't ignore. The daily news was a landslide of murders and bombings and hate and deceit. Grief stained the faces of children. The world was a playground for war, and the earth that once held her was plowed to its bones, and greed burned the belly of its core. So for years the woman sunk beneath the weight of it all. Years and years she sat hopeless, just barely not breathing, till the goddess above saw her weeping below, and she called down through the trees, through the bellow of the breeze, "Get up off your knees, woman, water drips through stone." And hearing this, the woman almost rose, 'cause for a moment she imagined boulders smoothing soft beneath the trickle of a stream, raging cliffs falling to puddles beneath the kiss of the sea. But her faith was brief, and she called out to the goddess, "Water drips through stone? That may be so, but have you seen the size of the stone? The stone is bright white bullets in three-piece suits, devastating villages that block the road to oil. The stone is the coil of the noose that wrapped the neck of the mother whose child was tossed in the air and caught on the bloody blade of a bayonet. The stone is the rape, the bomb, the war, the culture paved red beneath the machines of a patriarchy's greed, while the unfed poor lie tortured and maimed, bloodied and bruised beneath the hands of a corporation/country/man who hides behind a logo of red, white, and blue, locks his collateral damage in stockpiled graves, then proudly waves a flag proclaiming his pursuit of liberty and justice for everyone who can afford it." But the goddess returned only. "Water drips through stone." And the woman cried, "Water drips through stone?" But there is no time to wait for the drip, drip, drip of some kind of miracle that might someday flip the world around. Listen, an Iraqi daughter, gnarling desperate fingers into her cramping, bloated belly, is silently screaming now. A Mexican father crossing the border, sweating in the corner of a 130-degree boxcar, is wailing from the last unpicked petal of his last breath now. Afghan mothers, Israeli mothers, Palestinian mothers clutch the bodies of their firstborn as their war-torn lands house songs that bring an ever-present now. But the goddess returned only. "Water drips through stone." And the woman cried, "Water drips through stone? Well, tell me, from where will the water flow? Because we're amidst a drought of the soul. The shamans are gone. The poets have abandoned their songs. The would-be prophets and healers and teachers and gods are sitting stagnant like statues in cubicles called homes, roaming through the channels of the only connection they know. Well, our so-called leaders are breeding nothing but fear, leading us nowhere but deep into the dark, igniting the genocide, the holocaust of the human heart. You can see the ashes blister the sky, so tell me how, why, who, because I don't know." But just then the goddess cried, "No." The goddess cried, "No, water drips through stone." Now listen close. Your heart is that water. Your art is that water. You are that water. Now flow. Your heart is that water. Your art is that water. You are that water. Now flow. And for the first time in years, the woman rose. And she rose, and she rose till her hips stretched the skyline, and her lips kissed the stars, and her hands held the sun till it lit the caverns of her heart. And then she fell, and raindrops down upon the earth. She showered the rivers and the oceans. Her breath was the motion of the tide. She purified the soil. She birthed the storm that split the dam, then sprung a dancing spring that drowned the tanks, the machines, everything that didn't sing. And then she swallowed up the lies. She vaporized the greed. She was the water that spawned the flowers that brought the bombs to their knees. She was the wave, the tsunami that revived the human heart. She was the part of us, of me, of you, just now coming true.